Barstool teaming up with Fox Sports? This is everything that's wrong with sports media. Welcome into the Waterboys College Football Show.
The pirate ship has signed a deal with Fox Sports for Dave Portnoy to be on Fox Big Noon Kickoff alongside fellow Barstool personality Dan Big Cat Katz. And they're going to do a 2-hour weekday show on FS1 featuring Barstool and Fox Sports talent. Strez, as our resident Big Ten guy, how do you feel about Dave Portnoy and Barstool being the flag bearers for Big Ten football?
Drives me nuts. I'm going to be honest with you, as an Ohio State fan of all fan bases and all fans that exist on planet Earth, specifically in Big Ten country, we have to get the most obnoxious and least ball-knowing Michigan fan to be on that cast on Big Noon Kickoff. Are you kidding me? Fox Sports is already torturing Ohio State fans by making us kick off at freaking noon, which is 11 o'clock my time, every Saturday. And now they're going to have Dave Portnoy on my screen before every Ohio State game. I guess if there is something to like about this, it will be the fact that Dave Portnoy has to go and watch the Ohio State Buckeyes in person all the time. That's the only thing that I think is a good thing to come out of this, in my opinion.
I understand what Fox Sports is trying to do here. Obviously, Barstool, massive media platform, pioneers in the new sports media space. I think what everyone that is, Team Barstool is trying to pitch this as is, Fox Sports, this is a big deal. This is a big signing. They're getting an opportunity here. Fox Sports needs Barstool more than Barstool needs Fox Sports. The same that ESPN needed Pat McAfee more than Pat McAfee needed ESPN. And it's not like this is a relationship where it's like one person is helping the other. Fox Sports, when they say their digital strategy is the same as ESPN's, which is just clip up our shows and put them on YouTube. Whereas Pat brought a YouTube show to ESPN, kept his YouTube following, and the show still is on YouTube. But this is not, to me, this is the fact that Big Cat and Dave are older and being on network TV still means something to them. As we've learned from late night television, no one is watching linear television. Live sports is the only thing anybody's watching, and Fox Big Noon Kickoff is one of the worst college pre-games. It's just that we didn't have a whole lot of options. If you want to watch Big Ten Kickoff or Big Ten football, you're forced to watch Fox Big Noon Kickoff. It's not a great show. It's just not.
Be nicer to Urban Meyer, man. Come on.
I think Urban they did the same thing that ESPN did with Nick. It's like, oh, let's go out and get this big name, stick him in this lineup, and this will bring eyeballs. Well, if it worked, you wouldn't be doing a deal with the pirate ship.
I mean, the reality of the situation, let's just start at the Exhibit A. The fact that we're getting these articles with addressing Big Cat as Dan Big Cat Katz, you've already lost me.
Yeah.
Because you're already pulling the cape off of Superman. And I despise that.
Yeah.
The biggest issue that they're going to run into in this entire situation is that Barstool is going to be the one to lose out of this, of anyone, because you are now completely selling out to the thing that you worked your entire platform's foundation towards, which is going against the grain of these big media companies in sports. And the fact that they are doing this, for all the stoolies out there that aren't losing their minds and aren't looking at this from the standpoint of the branding and what this does to that Barstool brand, you're fooling yourself because you think this is ESPN where they're just going to throw up a little like explicit content warning. Absolutely not. This is a right-wing media channel at its core. And they are still going to, at some level, going to hold to some values of some sort. And as we all know, Aaron, you've done radio. When you start getting on stuff like this, there's different rules, Bubba. You can't be edgy. Again, this ain't ESPN.
Yeah.
Very specific situation.
And it makes me wonder, because I know Dave Portnoy and Big Cat and everybody those guys were doing their own show at other schools that weren't having like the Big Noon Kickoff and the College Gameday Kickoff. Like they were doing their own show at those schools, and it was that edgy, we're gonna F this, F that, F bombs everywhere. And I think that was for a specific demographic at those schools. Now those schools aren't going to have that opportunity anymore because those guys are now on the Big Noon Kick. They're going to be in Columbus, Ohio, or whoever Ohio State's playing that Saturday. That's where they're going to be for the most part.
And the one thing I'll give Dave gets on the show, he's Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where he's at.
Yeah.
Big Cat gets on a more professional standpoint. It's a completely different guy.
Yeah.
And it loses the aura of what he has built his personal brand on and what makes him entertaining.
Well, and for the most part, you know, and like you say, you know, when I switched from an all digital platform where there was no rules and I went to a big network, even if they don't have a conversation with you, you pucker your butthole anyway.
Yeah.
You just do. Like
Yeah.
you become, you know, very like tuck it in. You can't be yourself. You can't just say whatever it is that you want. You can't express every opinion that you want. And although Fox is traditionally a little more right wing, I will say this: they have been a little more diverse on the sports content. They've had people that were pretty far left. They've had people that are pretty far right. But either way, no one on that platform on the edgiest thing they have ever said on air has ever said anything that is not said to the nth degree daily on Barstool's platform.
Yeah.
And that's what those fans are showing up for. They are a frat boy sports media network. And I don't mean that as a diss. I don't mean that as a sign of disrespect, but that is what you built your platform on. And on the other side of it, betting is heavily a part of the culture of Barstool.
Yes.
How is that supposed to work when you are now affiliated with a network who is directly affiliated with a conference, who's affiliated with the NCAA, who has done everything they can to say sports betting we know it's legal in some states, we know it's happening, but it is not a part of our sport. That is where, when Dave started it, that's what it was about: sports betting and girls. And it has been about sports betting and girls forever. And now how are you supposed to take the one thing that has been the biggest moneymaker for your platform and you're going to do a 2-hour show? You're not going to make betting a huge part. I mean, Dave and Big Cat have been they are degenerate gamblers.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it. That's exactly what I was going to say. Degenerates and suit and ties do not mix.
No. Like I'm literally sitting here trying to picture Dave Portnoy sitting next to Brady Quinn.
How's that supposed to work?
Like one of the most buttoned up college athletes we've ever seen, former quarterback of Notre Dame. Like it doesn't make sense. It's like, well, somehow Pat McAfee makes it work. I think he does a really good job on College Game Day. But Pat McAfee is, and maybe this is just me, but Pat McAfee is much more likable than Dave Portnoy is.